Hey everybody, I am Michelle with Birdie Bloom, and I'm continuing the Bonnie Cashin series this Friday. In case you don't know, I am doing a Bonnie Cashin giveaway. I have a Bonnie Cashin piece, Bonnie Cashin for Coach. It's a cash and carry piece that I'm going to be giving away. So if you haven't checked out that video yet, go ahead and check it out so that you can enter to possibly win that piece. The giveaway or the opportunity to enter runs through the month of May, and at the beginning of June, I will do the drawing for the bag, okay? So, but today, I've been talking about some of my own personal Bonnie Cashin Coach pieces. Today we're gonna actually talk about the pieces that I have in my collection that are Bonnie Cashin for Meyers. And I find them very special, very unique. I enjoy perusing them online. I like to hunt them down just to look at them even. So I really like these pieces. But we've already kind of talked about it. Coach, or Bonnie Cashin, ended her term with Coach. It was actually the end of 1974, the very end of 1974. And then in the spring of 1975, Meyers Handbags took over the production of Bonnie Cashin handbag designs. So her design continued on, and they and she worked with them from 1975 to 1979. So just 4 years actually. I only have 2 pieces. Regretfully, because I've had opportunities and I've thought about purchasing more, but I'm going to tell you that they're really expensive nowadays. But when I could have gotten them for a little cheaper, I was hesitant because I'd heard, oh, the leather's not as good as the vintage Coach leather, and I don't know. I guess I just took that for word. And what I have found, I've only got 2 pieces, but this was my first piece, and it looks really shiny on camera. I realize. I don't know why it's not got anything artificial on it, but it is a different leather. But this was actually, it's still a very soft leather. It's very soft, very nice. A leather line still. Actually have a little Sonoma piece in there. Yeah, it's very lovely, very soft, very pliable, and it's the kind of leather that also will come back really easily. It's very saturated in color. So this was my first piece, and I was surprised by it. I was like, oh my goodness, this is actually really nice. And then I got this piece, and though I really like it, it's definitely different. The leather is very different. It's more so going to, if it gets a really deep scratch, you're not going to get that color back. It's not like the vintage Coach bags. Not all of those will pop back either, but a lot of them will. Yeah, so it's just, it's different. It still feels nice. I still really like it. The hardware is still brass. We're going to talk about these pieces. So I guess we'll first talk about this one. When I got this, it was actually purchased via someone's collection of bags. They wanted me just to go ahead and purchase the whole thing. They didn't want to deal with selling separately. They had a lot of Coach bags, and I thought this one was Coach, but there was nothing in it, like, to identify it. Well, I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you on this bag because it's super, super faded, but there is one. What I was told was somebody mentioned it looked like a Bonnie Cashin for Meyers handbag, and there is a stamp here that says Bonnie Cashin for Meyers. You're not going to be able to see it. I think in daylight I was able to really make it out, and I can see it a little bit. You're not going to be able to see it though. Very faded. This bag is it's worn, but it's still amazing condition. So yeah, that's how I discovered, oh, this is a Bonnie Cashin for Meyers handbag, and that's where I was like, I actually like the leather, and I wanted more. So something that I find in a lot of these bags that I see online is this really unique little zipper. Coach never had a zipper like this, okay? And this is, it says cereal on it. I don't know if they all have that type of hardware, but that is a very common type of hardware to see. Look at this little bag. It has 2 zippers, 2 little zipper pockets inside. It's so cute. So cute. And then both sides have Kisslocks, guys. So cute. Unbelievable. That's inside the little Kisslock, leather lined. There is actually one of these bags, same design, which actually has a much better stamp if you wanted to see the stamp. It's on eBay. I think it's black, it might be blue, I don't recall. Pretty pricey, but there is one available online. I'm gonna, oh, it's just so cute. I'm gonna put that back in there just to kind of give it some form, and I'm gonna show this little bag on. I don't know when it was made for sure, but I can tell you between 1975 and 1979. So it's from the 70s, we can say that, right? I haven't worn this bag in a while, and bringing her out just makes me love her even more and appreciate her. Isn't she just so cute? You could, I don't know about dressing her up, but obviously I have a dress right now, but I'm kind of like dressed down. You can wear her with so many different things. I've worn this lady with leggings, or you know, like workout clothes. She is so cute, isn't she? Strap is not long enough to go crossbody. It's just a shoulder bag, and it's got those really thin straps, which are not necessarily my favorite. I mean, it's ironic because some of my favorite bags have these double spaghetti strap by Coach. But and the reason I don't like them, the leather is really thin. So inside it's like just this, I don't know, like a little rope, I'll call it. I don't know exactly what to call it. And then the leather that wraps around that little rope that makes a strap is super thin. And so if it's not well taken care of, not used, stored improperly, it can get dry and it tends to crack. Also, if people dunk those types of straps, you shouldn't do that. If you dunk or if you submerge them in water, they're a little bit more friable and they can tend to crack. So keep that in mind. But you know, if you're using it, so your hand oils, if you condition it, if you just take care of it and keep it in a good environment, you know, like a normal environment, not too hot, not too cold, they hold up really well. This bag is from the 70s. Look at it, it's amazing. I mean, do you see any issues with it? Let me get her closer. Look at her edges. Oh, she's so soft, so lovely. Do you see anything wrong with this bag? The only thing is, it is like, and this is just gonna happen with these pieces, these Kisslocks, they didn't come in solid brass. I don't know of any brand that has had a solid brass. I don't know if anything was ever produced and like this in solid brass. I don't know why it wouldn't be, but it doesn't appear to be. It all seems to be brass coated. So these look silver now, but on the inside, you can tell that it was brass coated at some point. So you get that wear on the Kisslock. That's it. So good. Such good quality leather. I love it. I mean, it's one of my favorite leathers, actually. Okay, and then we come to this one. I don't think there is one of these online right now. There had been before and after I had purchased this one. I actually feel like I got a really good deal. I don't remember exactly how much I paid for it, but either there was one or there is one right now for like $5.50 or something. I didn't pay that. But what does she remind you of? She is one of my favorite silhouettes. It reminds me of one of my favorite silhouettes, which is the Legacy Small Flap, the 9965. That's one of my favorite bags. I actually have a lot of them to get to, you know, get back out there. I don't know. I want to do another video on the 9965, you know, because people call them a trail bag, whatever. And I was going to kind of like really address that in that video. It will happen eventually. But yeah, she reminds me of the 9965 trail bag, but she is different. I have not cleaned her hardware. I really like the color of the patina. It's very kind of like patina. I don't know if you can see that. I really like it on this like caramel tan, I don't know, British tan, orangey tan. I really like it against it, but it does have some verdigris, which is that green stuff. I can't see it so much from the outside, but I can really see it. Do you see that green? So I am going to be removing it and cleaning it. I just haven't yet. Okay, so yeah, I don't want to leave that gunky stuff. People will say that verdigris, like it eats away at the metal, eats away at the leather. I actually don't believe that is the case for any of it. I have never seen any of this brass eaten away by verdigris, and I've seen a lot of verdigris, or eaten away at the leather actually. But what it does do is it stains the leather. So I also don't like it. It's gunky. I mean, and it will continue to get worse, you know, once it's there, it just continues to produce more. So, yeah, I remove it, but it does stain the leather. So not so much, it doesn't eat away at the leather, but it does stain it. But people will tell you that it does eat away at all of that. I've just never seen any evidence of such. So, and brass is actually a really soft metal. So I would think that I would see it if that were the case. But okay, sorry. I'm talking too much. I thought this was going to be a short video, guys. I'm sorry. But this is her. And the design of this bag is just so cute. And this is the case for all Bonnie Cashin bags. But I just adore her Bonnie Cashin from Meyers Handbags. They are so adorable. And in this case, you have the Bonnie Cashin from Meyers stamp on a little leather tab that was sewn in. Do you see that? It also has this serial zipper. See that? Look there's verdigris on that zipper even. I need to clean off. Little pocket inside. So just raw leather on the inside. Let's see if I can show you what I mean by this leather just being slightly different. I mean, vintage Coach will do this too. Do you see the scratch marks here? Yeah. It's just, I don't know, it's just not as saturated in color. It's, I don't know what kind of dye process was used. I mean, it's obviously through, but there's just something, not as deep about it. The scratch, I mean, it's a tan still underneath, but yeah, it's just a little different. It's not as soft as that blue bag. This is blue, by the way. Could you tell? Yeah, I guess you could tell. So, but still lovely. The suede inside is actually really soft too. And it is soft. You see it can be formed when you stuff it, but still very pliable. Okay, so yeah, the strap, it goes through these little loopholes. This could technically be removed. Look at it, it's just tied right here. So this whole thing could be removed and you can like replace it with something else. Maybe a nice like long chain. I don't see myself doing that, but I love the fact that you could do it. I love things that are convertible. I love the idea of being able to change things up, but though I'll probably not ever do that on this particular bag. So here she is. And she is a lot lighter than the 9965. So the leather is definitely thinner. It's not as dense, it's not as heavy. And I wouldn't consider the 9965 like one of the like thickest leathers or heaviest and densest leathers of vintage Coach. But, because it was made in the 90s. But this bag is much lighter, much lighter. So compared to other 70s bags, you know, I've also mentioned, oh, what is it? Is it 9950? sorry, I might be wrong, but the shoulder pouch, the small shoulder pouch, the bag that looks a lot like the 9965, that was made earlier. I've done a video on it, but it, yeah, same silhouette, very similar silhouette. Actually, probably more similar because the 9965 has a back pocket and this one doesn't. Like the 9950, if I'm incorrect, I'll put the actual correct number on it on the page here. I'll look it up while I'm editing. But yeah, so actually it's more like that bag because it doesn't have the back pocket. Of course, the straps are different. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, that bag, much thicker leather, much more dense. So definitely also much heavier than this bag. So yeah, lighter leather, but it's still nice. I still like it. And actually, I really like her with this green dress. And yeah, oh, she's so cute. I haven't actually taken her out yet, so I gotta do that. Gotta find a reason. Yeah, oh, maybe I'll take her out. Might go somewhere this Saturday. Maybe I'll take her out on Saturday. So, all right, well, I hope you like my video, guys. If you haven't already, join my Facebook group, Vintage Coach Eye Candy, and you can post pictures of vintage Coach bags and Bonnie Cashin, and peruse those with others if you are interested in that kind of thing. I mean, I think you are since you're watching this video, right? And then like my channel, or like this video if you haven't already done that, and subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't done that. You do need to be subscribed in order to enter into that Bonnie Cashin giveaway. So don't miss out on that opportunity to own a really special Bonnie Cashin piece. All right, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.